Most gardeners know the frustration of dealing with lifeless compacted soil. You water, you fertilize, you even add compost, but nothing seems to bring it back to life. What if I told you there's a simple, natural formula that not only revives dead soil but does it without digging, turning, or dealing with unpleasant smells? The answer lies in something as humble as cardboard and as powerful as mint. This combination creates a living stock solution that can transform tired dirt into rich, thriving soil teeming with microbial life. Cardboard may not look like much, but it's a carbon-rich material that breaks down steadily when exposed to moisture and microbes. Its fibrous texture provides food for soil organisms, while creating tiny pockets for air and moisture to move through. Mint, on the other hand, is far more than just a fragrant herb. Fresh mint contains natural essential oils, enzymes, and sugars that stimulate microbial activity. When it ferments or breaks down, mint releases compounds that wake up dormant bacteria and fungi. The combination of mint's quick energy and cardboard's steady carbon source creates the perfect microbial banquet. Instead of dumping raw waste into soil and waiting months for it to rot, this stock supercharges the process in a controlled way. To make the stock at home, you'll need plain brown cardboard without glossy ink or tape, a large handful of fresh mint leaves, and stems, a clean bucket or container, and water. Tear the cardboard into small pieces, roughly 2 to 3 inches wide, so they break down faster. Add about 5 large handfuls of cardboard pieces into the bucket, then crush or lightly bruise 2 large handfuls of fresh mint to release its oils, and add it on top of the cardboard. Pour in 10 liters of clean water, enough to cover everything generously. Stir well to submerge all the materials. Cover the bucket loosely to allow air exchange but prevent insects from getting inside. Within just a few days, you'll notice the mixture becoming active as microbes multiply and the mint fragrance mellows. This is your living stock, rich with microbial life and ready to feed dead soil. There are 2 main ways to use the cardboard mint stock. The first is as a soil drench. Dilute 1 liter of the stock with 4 liters of water and pour it directly onto compacted or lifeless soil. This delivers both moisture and a diverse colony of microbes deep into the ground, jump-starting biological activity. The second method is as a top-layer activator. Just pour the stock over mulch, old compost, or cardboard layers you've placed on the garden bed. The microbes will move downward, gradually transforming dry, lifeless soil into a soft, dark, and fertile environment. What makes this method so powerful is that it works without turning the soil. You don't have to dig, till, or disturb the natural structure of the ground. Instead, the microbes do the heavy lifting for you, creating air spaces, breaking down minerals, and unlocking nutrients in ways that roots can actually absorb. Even better, the mint fragrance keeps the stock pleasant to handle, avoiding that sour, rotten smell you often get with compost teas or kitchen waste brews. Traditional compost piles are effective, but they take months to mature, require constant turning, and can quickly go anaerobic if not carefully managed. The cardboard mint stock shortcut bypasses these problems by starting with small, easy-to-digest materials and pairing them with an herb that resists foul odors. Instead of waiting 6 months for compost, you can begin feeding your soil in as little as 1 to 2 weeks. For busy gardeners, this means faster results with less effort. Soil health really depends on having the right balance of carbon, nitrogen, air, and water. Cardboard gives us that stable carbon base, while mint brings in nitrogen-rich plant matter. And when you soak this mix in water, it actually creates the ideal carbon-to-nitrogen ratio that microbes need to, multiply. As these microbes feast, they end up producing enzymes, acids, and natural compounds that can loosen clay, break down organic residues, and even release those locked-up minerals like calcium and magnesium. Over time, all this microbial activity really does restore soil structure, making it crumbly and, honestly, alive again. What's fascinating is that the process avoids the usual problem of attracting pests. Because mint contains natural aromatic oils, it actually deters flies and other insects that would normally swarm around a wet organic mix. That's why this stock has no foul odor and can be safely brewed even in small spaces like patios or balconies, without bothering neighbors. Using the cardboard mint stock regularly creates lasting changes in the garden. Soil treated with the mixture becomes more sponge-like, holding water during dry spells while draining well after heavy rains. Plants respond with stronger roots, richer green leaves, and, higher resilience against pests and diseases. Over time, you'll notice fewer weeds as healthy soil supports dense, thriving crops that leave little room for invaders. Another overlooked benefit is the way this method saves money. Instead of buying expensive soil conditioners or bottled microbial products, you're creating your own live inoculant using materials that would otherwise go to waste. Cardboard that once piled up in the recycling bin now becomes the foundation of fertile ground. Mint, often grown as an abundant kitchen herb, transforms from garnish to garden powerhouse. For extremely poor or dead soil, apply the diluted stock once a week for the first month. As the soil begins to recover, reduce applications to once every 2 weeks. After 3 to 4 months, a single monthly application is enough to maintain active microbial life. This schedule ensures a steady supply of beneficial organisms without overwhelming the soil ecosystem. If you're gardening in raised beds or containers, you can follow the same method, and, honestly, you might even notice results a bit faster, just because the soil volumes are smaller. For those of you working with large garden plots, making bigger batches of the stock is really simple. Just scale up the recipe, keeping that same ratio of 5 handfuls of cardboard, 2 handfuls of mint, and 10 liters of water. The cardboard mint stock is, well, more than just a gardening trick. It's a way to restore soil health without turning to chemicals, heavy labor, or any unpleasant side effects. By harnessing the natural partnership of carbon and living herbs, this method truly respects the soil's biology and works with it, not against it. It's really an elegant solution for gardeners who want results without having to resort to synthetic fertilizers or all that endless compost turning. So, if you've been struggling with poor soil or just looking for a no-fuss way to bring life back into your garden, this method is definitely worth trying. It's simple, natural, and effective, making it, well, an evergreen resource for gardeners everywhere. For more tips like this and to keep your garden thriving all year round, don't forget to subscribe to Master Gardener and share this with fellow gardeners who care about building healthy soil. Together, we can spread knowledge that transforms not only gardens, but the way we connect with the living world beneath our feet.